Thirdly, how we deliver the best healthcare to the remotest Indian village is the next big challenge. India has been late in understanding the direct correlation between human capability and human capital. Healthcare, along with education, is the essential ingredient for converting our biggest capability into our best capital. For the next 5 years, we should aim to achieve the following two: bringing our infant mortality to 5 per 1,000 live births from 25 right now. We've done a remarkable job in bringing our life expectancy down from 32 years at the time of independence to over 70 years right now. But now we have to focus on healthy life expectancy, not just life expectancy. India is the capital of just too many diseases. Like for education, for healthcare too, I think AI may be a godsend for India. It allows an inexpensive and fast way to combine the practice of medicine with the science of medicine, which is what we need to deliver best quality primary care to the remotest places in India. Fourth, make in India, we should move to make better than the best in India. By this I mean we should be setting world standards. And there are examples. For example, we have in India one of the world's biggest and most efficient oil refineries. Some of our seaports are the most modern, and so are our airports are world class. At the turn of this century, how many of you would have imagined India would be exporting automobiles and being home to building the highest quality smartphones? Thanks to developments like China Plus One and policies like Make in India, we have the tide in our favor that can take us from Make in India to make better than the best in India. We have what I would call the last mover advantage. We can start with the latest technology, especially now that we are getting into semiconductor manufacturing. I think we're at the cusp of a golden era in Indian manufacturing. Today, India accounts for little over 3% of global manufacturing, and China has little over 28%. In 5 years, we should aim 8% of global share. Remember, in 1995, China had only 3%. Lastly, we are on the way to become the third largest economy in the world in terms of GDP. But becoming an economic giant is not an end in itself. We have to become a great nation. We cannot rise economically and descend in our conduct and our character. Can we be a great nation without knowing which side of the road to drive on? Every year, nearly 10,000 Indians lose their lives in accidents caused by people driving on the wrong side of the road. Can we be a great nation with ever-rising mountain of garbage surrounding our urban centers? Can we be a great nation if most of our cities and towns are choking with pollution? Can we be a great nation when lynching or beating a person to death becomes commonplace? Can we be a great nation when we are regarded as a rape capital of the world? Also, violence against women is treated as a routine affair. Can we be a great nation if our election funding is open to question? Can we be a great nation by confusing disagreement with dissent, dissent with disloyalty, and disloyalty with treason? Can we be a great nation if we live in fear of our government? There are many more hard questions like these that I'm sure you ask yourself every day. I think most of you know the answer. We need to measure what I call gross domestic behavior, GDB, if you like, just as we measure GDP, so that a nation building goes hand in hand with character building. So that we become an economic giant, we also become a social and moral giant. 20 years ago, 2003 to be precise, President Clinton had told India Today Conclave something that has remained in my mind. He said, "I have no doubt India will be a giant, but what kind of giant? You must become a global giant and of the right kind." So here's to becoming the right kind of giant. Like always, we have a wide range of subjects and speakers for you to listen to in the next 2 days. I invite you to enjoy our Festival of Ideas. All of India Today Group is here to host you and make the best of the 2 days you have spared for us. Honored guests, I thank you for your time and attention. Have a good time.